don't know. I'm going to go ask Dan.
Ryan and Ellen Smith are both not here. Enter illness, sadly, unfortunate. As they were from the West.
Double check if it's live.
Right, it gets into the hard part, you can start to see the faces turn red, pain in my face. And this is the bit where you need to start to dig deep. It's that middle kilometre. So we can now start to see, and still holding on to that good lead, up by a split now on a 152.5. She's got just over a kilometre to go. I think. Right, now there's a minute to go now. Ellen Green on a 152.9 average is now holding a 155. So you can see the fatigue starting to set in. Camera one, you can see their faces as well. You can start to see everything's starting to get harder to go. The split started to creep up gradually. The average has come up too. Ellen's average is now 153. So she's pushing, she's going. It's a group of really hard-working girls, so it's good to see their reward paying off now. And the support from the Surrey crew is really nice to see as well. And you can see that everyone's standing behind they're helping them. Behind Ellen's which is the closest to, you can see Jamie Danby, the current coach, just pushing the girls on. Ellen's now holding a 156, along with Alicia. Making a move now. Starting ready to go, and we'll start to see a move coming in from these girls soon, and they'll start to try and drop their split as much as possible to try and get their score as quick as possible. Try and get those TVs. Go on, girls. Alicia's holding on with Ellen as well, average is still the same. This is good for the girls, this is exactly what you want to see, a really good fought race between Alicia and Ellen. Just under 20 metres in between Alicia and Ellen now, so it's really starting to get on. Who's going to want it more? Who's going to push himself harder? Looking over, the girls look tired, but they're going to have to start to push now. Last 500 to go, we'll start to see the moves coming in soon. Exactly what you want. Now look, you can see Ellen start to get tired, and the girls are pushing her on. Go on, Ellen. Go on, Alicia. Go on, Elsie. Alicia's made her move. She's holding a 155 now. And Ellen's going with her, I think. Right, Ellen and Alicia are now holding the same split. This is really good to see. And Elsie is coming down as well with her split. Right, Alicia is now holding lower splits than Ellen. We'll start to see a really well, tight-fought race between these two girls now, going into 300 metres left to go. Yeah, Alicia's still holding a lower split, and the distance between these two girls is 13 metres left. There's not much between them at all. 250, girls will start to make a move now. This is where Ellen should be starting to go, but Alicia has gone. 153 to go, come on. 155 average, 12 metre gap between the girls. Go on. Ellen's gone as well with a 150 split. Alicia's joined her, 151. I think Ellen might be able to hold on with 120 metres left to go. 12 strokes on their ergos. 151, 152. Alicia's holding on, she's got that lower split. Go on, Alicia. Not long left now, girl. Go on. Right, Alicia's gone. 151. Ellen's running a 155. Go on, Ellen. Go on, meet her. Match her. Go on. 11 metres gap. 10 metres gap. 30 metres to go. I think Ellen's got this in the bag. Nearly done, girls. Go on. Last stroke. Nice. And our winner is Ellen Green, followed by Alicia Rushworth as Elsie comes in with 70 metres to go. Nearly finished. Go on, girls. Very nice. The whole support of the squad is lovely to see. And 20 metres to go for Elsie over there now. Nearly done. And she has finished. A lovely time for the girls. And finish from Ellen Green of a 7:36, Alicia Rushworth with a 7:38, and Elsie with a 7:59.6. What a great race from the girls. Well done. What a phenomenal race to watch. Welcome to Surrey Boat Club. That's just what you want to see. Girls not being able to move after knowing they've put everything in. I don't know if you can see that there, but Ellen's just getting a hand up to stand by Sasha Kennedy there, who was in the previous heat. That is perfect. What a great sight to see. Well done to all those girls. What a great shift they put in. That's lovely to see. Am I good to do an interview?
An interview?
With the lightweight women, yeah. We've just finished.
Yeah.
Can I just swim a camera around and can I take the mic with me?
If you want to do it in front of that camera there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll take this microphone?
No, there's a microphone on that camera.
All right, brilliant, okay.
Victor.
Thank you very much, mate.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, you can see Elsie's absolutely smashed. They've really put everything into these girls. Been training for the past 6 weeks, starting the season. There's been some really tough ergs, and these girls have absolutely smashed it today. A great, great race for these women. Just so you're aware, the next upcoming race will be the lightweight senior men, who will be doing a 2-kilometre race.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have.
How many people do you think I have?
I mean, there's 10. Potentially up to 10.
Well, you could just extend it.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh dear. I don't know how to do that, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Also, I'm going to try and put on the
Isn't it just a case of...
like different cameras while doing the race, or is that?
Yeah. No, we're just fiddling about audio. So
Oh right, that's brilliant. Is everything working?
yeah, everything's working.
Yeah, I'm just going to make this back.
Yeah.
You just shut me up. Bruh. Alright. Yeah. Is it up? Yeah. What's it called?
Go and look up StagTV on YouTube.
BUCS.
So just go on StagTV YouTube channel. Oh, there's a YouTube channel for BUCS.
Stream it to that because it's BUCS is pretty big.
Yeah, there you go. Alright.
We're Open Championship lightweight men 2 kilometre race. Taking an early lead so far, we can see Charlie with 1:39 pace. So Charlie joins us as a junior from Marlow Road Club. They are neck and neck off them, one metre behind Charlie, who is currently leading. Williams has now taken a lead over Charlie. It's close now. So Matt Williams is an average of 140.3, Charlie 140.5, Oscar 140.6. These boys are neck and neck. Tony Oscar's holding a 139.9. God, these boys are going short. Matt Williams got a beautiful PB of 6:38 last season. Love to see a recap for today. Oscar's just overtaking Charlie. Oh, going for it now. So moving to just above the final kilometre to go. You see Luke and Eugene battling it out, of course. Currently Luke's got a nice lead over him. Currently holding the 144. Eugene holding the 147. Those boys are close, not too far between Luke and Eugene. And probably can see Charlie and Oscar really going tip for tap. Charlie's got a 142 currently. 1 kilometre's come through. Currently Max is still leading with a 141 over 1 kilometre. Charlie 142 flat. Oscar 142.5. Luke 144.7. 148.5 by Eugene. Losing people not too far away. That's it by 500 zone. Johnson support absolutely going for it. Beautiful view there. You can see all the boys, all their players. See Max taking his head about, pushing himself, seeing how far he can go. Go on Max, dig deep. That's a really nice for the boys. Oscar really needs to start making a move on Charlie. They're really close. It's a 5 metre gap between them. Not far at all. 0.5 splits. Really not far. We're moving into 700 to go. Come on. You can see the development boys and girls all watching in trepidation of what they're going to do next year. Charlie's going to have a 143. Oscar's got off a bit with a 147, 145 to come back down. He's getting pushed by boys behind him. Oscar's now an average of a split slower. Oscar needs to push himself. This is the bit where you need to decide how fast you want to go, how quickly you want this short, how fast you want to go. Max has has gone. He is now holding a 139. Oscar has gone. 142. Charlie has gone. A 140 pace. These boys are really, really close between each other now. I can't wait to see who's going to get this second place position. Max is digging deep now. Eugene and Charlie now going in rhythm. That's really nervous. Eugene is getting closer to Luke, and you can see Charlie as well starting to creep up on Max. Charlie's holding a 138. Go on, Max. Go on, push it now. 147, 135, Max is going. Jackpot, Mittens and Gamble all behind him, really pushing him on now. 12 strokes left for Max Williams. He's holding 6:20 at the minute. Go on, boys. You can see the support from everyone. Everyone is pushing everyone to go as fast as they possibly can. Oscar is gone a 155. 204 is starting to drop off. Come on, Oscar, push hard now, boy. 138, Max is going. Max might get a PB here. It's clocked over past the PB, but he's still getting a really good score. Max has finished with a 6:41.2. Well done, Max Williams. Charlie has finished with a 6:45.1. Oscar is nearly about to finish. Not long, 20 metres to go now. Go on, boy. Oscar has secured himself a 6:54.7. And we see Eugene and Luke now. They're going tit for tat right next to each other. Go on, Luke, keep it up. Luke has just finished with a 7:02. Eugene just about to come across the line. Not long left to go. Go on, Eugene. Dig deep now, boys. Really nice. Eugene finishes it off with a 7:12. So our leader, Max Williams, takes it with a 6:41.2. Charlie Sinnott comes home with a 6:45.1. And Oscar Borley finishes with 6:54.7. Well done, boys. That was the lightweight championship 2-kilometre race for the men of the University of Surrey Boat Club. fourth race of the day, sorry, which is the Open Championship 2-kilometre race for our senior men at the University of Surrey. Attention, go. And we are off. Lovely. Right, who's going to start really big? Who's going to go off hard? Matthew Provooth with a 130. Will Burns, 128. Henry Close, 129. Right, these boys are going for it. So you like to think boys will start to get into their rhythm. They'll start to sit on their pace, not too far into this race, so they can conserve their energy for that last 500 metres where they will be going for it. Lovely. Right, well, we see Will Burns taking an early lead here with a 138. Jack Halen following with a 136. Henry Close with a 138. 138 from Joseph Wright. Matthew Provooth on a 142. Lucas Hannon on a 140. And Christopher Adelaide on a 139. These boys are really close. We have not got a 6th place position. Matthew and Lucas are on the same distance exactly. As the same with Henry Close as well. We are really, really close to these boys. Jack Halen started to take out the early lead. His PB is a 6:26 2K, so he really does know what he's doing on earth. He's at a 136 currently with a 137.1 average. Here we see Henry Close, or Mittens as we call him, starting to really get into his rhythm now. 140 pace, 138.6 average. This is nice for Mittens. We are only obviously the first 400 metres in, so this is where boys will have enough adrenaline to start pumping themselves through. And we will not start to see them slacking off. So this will be the tightest part of the race. And as the race goes on, we'll start to see a bit more separation between the boys. Right, we can see Jack Halen sitting in his rhythm, 138. Lucas Hannon as well, 138. Go on, boy. There's a 7-metre gap between Lucas and Jack. This is really good from those two. Lucas obviously joining us. He was a new senior this year, along with Matthew Provooth, joining us from Shiplake College, along with Will Burns as well. All new to the Surrey boys, all who have been accepted into the nice, warm, welcoming family.
If you like zoom in.
Then Jack Halen starting to pull away now. That 138 he can hold it. Jack Halen is going to in the back row.
So basically like zoom in and focus. Very
Will Burns here and Mitten really going for it. Hit the tap, both feet on top, both each other.
Do you like try that
Henry's
one?
in 6th, Will is in 7th. 142 for Henry. Look at this. Henry and Matt Provooth going hit the tap again. Look at that. 141, 142. 1 metre gap between the boys. They're level now. 140.80 average for Henry, 140.1 for Matt Provooth. Christopher Adelaide and Joseph Wright. Again, these are very, very good boys on the erg. They are very close as well.
There you go.
And we can see, look, Jack Halen getting into the last kilometre now. Right, so as everyone starts to move into the last kilometre, lactic acid will set in. The middle K is the hardest K. And we'll start to see some moves coming in, not too far away from now.
For example, I've got, if I do that one over there.
If we go to camera 2 now, we can see the whole boys, and look, you can see the volume of the squad and the level of help everyone is giving each other. It's a really nice welcome family at University of Surrey Boat Club. We push each other and we support each other. Right, Jack Halen is now on a 137. 138, he is holding that split. Joseph Wright on the very nice 144 split. Nice, lovely. And you can see his wife is standing behind him, and Freya Sperling, who had just competed in the women's lightweight 2K. Lovely. Right, well, Halen moves on to 660 metres to go on a 137.6 average. This is really quick from Jack Halen. Christopher Adelaide has just made a move. He is on a 140 split now, average 140 flat. Very nice from Chris. Chris actually finished his 1K second as well, so Chris is really making a move on Lucas now. Henry has just moved above Lucas. Oh, those two are close. Joseph Wright on a 140.3 average. Lucas Hannon on a 140.3 now. Henry on a 140.2. Joe on a 140.4. These boys are close. Just to put it into perspective, from the first place position, we have a 137 from Jack Halen, and last we have a 142. There's 5 seconds in the split between each other. That is not far at all. Over 2 kilometres, that is tight. These boys are really, really well matched in this feat. Right, so 370 metres to go. People will start to be making their moves now. As you can see, Henry has gone for a 137, 138. Henry is going. Jack Halen on a 136. He's responding to Mittens' move. Christopher Adelaide, 140. He's not gone yet. Will he be going soon? It's 300 to go. Go on, Chris. Come on, make your move. Joseph Wright, 140. 139. He's making his move. Henry's making his move. Jack Halen is again making his move. There's a 139.9 for Henry Clowes. 137.3 for Jack Halen. But between Christopher Adelaide and Henry Clowes, there is 0.3 of a split average. And there is a 5 metre gap. That is nothing. Matthew's made a move on Will. He's starting to move above him. Those two are very close. Now, we're moving into the last 150 metres of this 2 kilometre race, and we are seeing everyone going hammer and tongs. Joseph Wright has dropped to 135, 134, 139 from Henry. Go on, Henry, push it now. Last 100 metres, who has got the legs to keep going and to push themselves over the line first? Henry's on a 133. Go on. Joseph Wright, 132. Henry, 140. Go on, Henry. Go on, Joe. Halen is gone. Halen has won. He has taken the lead with 6 metres to go, and he has won a 6:29.2. Joseph Wright just about to finish on a 1:30 with a time of a 6:37.5. Henry Clowes just falls off the erg. He is in pain. He's got a 6:39.5 and has PB'd as his best 2 kilometre ever. Well done, Henry Clowes. We also see a 6:40.3 from Chris, another PB, and Lucas Hannon gets a 6:42.7 with another PB as well. What a race from these boys. That was phenomenal. You can see how tired these boys are. They've properly worked themselves. Will Burns has flopped off the erg. Henry has flopped off the erg. Chris has flopped off the erg. The only person who has not fallen off the erg is Joe Wright and Jack Halen. So just to run that by you so you get the results one more time, we see Jack Halen winning with a time of a 6:29.2. Joseph Wright coming in second with a 6:37.5. Henry Clowes coming in with a 6:39.5. Chris with a 6:40.3, really tight race between those two. Lucas Hannon with a 6:42.7. Matthew Provus with a 6:43.2. And Will Burns with a 6:45.8. Well done, boys. What a race. Lovely. We'll give those boys a bit of a rest time. The next will be, again, a men's open weight 2 kilometre max piece. And we will see the boys who were not in this wave who will be doing the next one. I've just seen Chris Adelaide walking past me looking like the embodiment of death. Joseph Wright, again, looking like death. Everyone has, and I will not say the word, I will not be doing my Frenching, but he has put everything into it. Well done, boys. Right.
But yeah, that's the widest you can go. So it'd be like encompassing there and there. But yeah, if you need to like focus on someone, just make sure that zoom in and make sure that you focus. I'm pretty sure you won't damn well make sure you're not like flying.
Because exhibit so basically, like it's so quiet. People hear me speaking, there's people shouting. Like, so basically, the rule is I'm going by it. Whoever's got the most people crowding around and shouting, I'm just going to assume they're winning because I don't know any of these people. I don't know their names, and neither do you guys. Generally, whoever's got the most people shouting, they're probably winning. Yeah. That's the rule I'm going by. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Sometimes you see me going up to the side, have a look, and it doesn't even help because they don't number them out. And you see the numbers on there, but you don't know which. This is one or that's one. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, whoever like stops rowing first is one. Yes. I could hear you speaking like like it's quite quiet. I turn the channel down.
Yeah, no,
I turn the volume down.
must be like a
to move the frame. I don't know. I'm still on it.
Yeah, I know, but you can have to
Yeah.
and like, if I see you move, I'm just make it okay. It's because there's no way of knowing when this happens.
They have
Can we
like
get fine. The next stream when you will be where is that from? Oh, it's just so that stream will be more fun. This isn't set up like stream.
Came in late.
Right, we are now moving into another open weight championship 2 kilometre race. Attention, go, we are off, we are go, 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 go. So, who's going to start hardest, who can go off first? Zarn the Wimmer coming in with us, 1:33, leading the pack straight off the bat. Very nice, good to see. I do live with Zander, he's a lovely housemate and a rather good looking boy. Right, Joseph Day again on a 1:39. Daniel Bowden has gone out on a 1:38. He's now settled into 1:39. So this is the interesting bit. As I said before, the first few metres is where everyone goes off hammer and tongs, and it's nice to see how they're going to settle into the split, what split they're going to settle on, and how they're going to start to pace this race as we move into the first 200 metres. Again, Zander Winner taking a rather comfortable lead pace-wise. He's on a 140 split, and the closest one to him is currently Joseph Day on a 142. Go on, Joe. Well, this is lovely to see. We're really, really happy to see such a high start to this race. It's exactly what you want to see. The boys pushing themselves hard and ripping. Zander looks quite comfortable. He looks quite comfortable in the split. He knows what he's doing. He's pacing this race well. He got off hard, he settled into his rhythm, and he's going to hold that rate. So we also start to see Joseph Day sitting on that 144 with a 141.4 average. Very nice, Joe. Go on, mate. Hold that. Daniel Boland with a 142.2. Alexander Somerville coming in with a 142.7. Marco Kaplan unfortunately cannot be with us today. He has returned back to his home in Kingston. And Ricardo coming in with a 143.8. And Ianto Brewer with a 144.3. Ianto represented Barbados in the summer in a rather big competition. So big up Ianto, what a boy. So these boys are obviously in the second wave, so they'll be looking to try and beat the boys in the first wave. Currently, the closest to that is Zander Winner with a 140 split. Coming in second, obviously Joseph Day with a 144 pace. So Joe in that, there you go, you can just see him now with the blonde French crop with the AirPods in there. Alexander Somerville now starting to rip chain, good lad. Daniel Boland in the back, starting to hold down on that 145 pace. You see Ricardo there starting to move around again. We're focusing on Joe now, and he is holding his 145 very nicely. Well done, Joe. Fun fact, this time last year, Joe joined us in his first week of rowing for the University of Surrey Boat Club. He was put on an erg and told to do 1 kilometre as fast as possible and placed pretty bloody well. So well done to Joe. Nice to see. And we are moving into the middle kilometre now. We are 1,100 metres left to go, with Zander leading the pack at a 140 pace currently with a 139.5 average. This is nice from Zander. He looks comfortable. He looks very comfortable. Move to camera 3, we can see he's just chilling. He's happy. He's enjoying himself. Look at him. Handsome boy with lovely flowing locks. And he is starting to make a real gap on the person in second, Joseph Day, with 34 metres, an average split difference of about 4 seconds. So really quite a big difference. Joe Day is leading that second place charge though, with Ianto Brewer, Ricardo and Daniel all quite close towards them. Ricardo and Daniel are now perfectly net for net, going tit for tat for that third place position, both hunting down Joe Day for that silver medal. Go on, Joe. Ianto now really starting to dig deep, looking tired. Go on, Ianto. Last kilometre now. So as we're moving into the last kilometre, the fatigue, the lactic acid is growing. You're thinking, oh, how hard do I want to push? How hard do you want it? And you've got to go to a dark place. You've got to go to a place where you want to push yourself harder than you've ever pushed before. A 2 kilometre is the epitome of going to that place, pushing yourself. Moving on to the last 700 metres to go. Zander Winner is still holding that lead at a comfortable 139.6. He does not look like he's trying. He looks so relaxed in that pace. Now, obviously, I'm saying that. He might have loads of composure, but you know he's dying inside. He's looking good. He looks like he's feeling good as well. Second place, Joseph Day, 146. He's starting to that slip. His average is starting to creep up on him. As I said, that middle K, everything starts to creep up. As we're moving into the last 600 to 500 metres, we'll start to see who wants to move, who wants to push harder. I want to think that everyone is going to push as hard as they can. Alexander Somerville really, really pushing himself. You can see he's thinking, fuck, goodness sake, what is going on? It is so painful. Yes, it is. That is a 2K. Look, you can see the pain on everyone's face. Joe is pushing himself. Go on, Joe. Go on, get that 2K. Go on, get it done. The score's coming in for the last 500 metres to go. Now, who's going to make a move? Who's going first? Zander has gone. He's going at 137 now. For the last 500 metres, he's got a while to hold that for. And I'll tell you what, those last 500 metres do not feel like 500 metres. It feels like an eternity. He's going, though. He is really going. He's dropping that average split. 1,500 to go. 138.7 average. He's really going for it. Go on, Zander. If he does win, I will cook him dinner. And that is a promise. A little bacon and eggs or something. Very nice. Joe Day is still holding on to that second place, although Ianto is creeping up on him with a 144 average. Alexander Somerville has dropped his split. He needs to get it going. Come on, Alex. Push yourself now. Come on, mate. Not long left. Push hard. Push hard. Go on, mate. Lovely stuff. Zander is going. Last 250 to go. He's going to start making his move. Joe Day needs to make a move if he wants to stay ahead of Ianto. Ianto is dropping the split and getting rapidly closer to Joe Day. Ianto is holding a 142 now. Zander is holding a 137 pace. 200 metres to go. Go on, Zander. Stamp it now. Now, Zander's PB is a 6:32. Currently, he might be on pace to break that. If he can get through this 150 metres as quick as possible, he might be able to break this. Obviously. But holding a 138 pace with a 139 average, he's looking strong. Right, last 100 metres, he has got the next 10 seconds to do 70 metres. He should be able to break it. Go on, Zander, I believe in you, buddy. Go on, push hard, push hard. Go on, Zander. His pace is creeping up. Come on, Zander, keep it going. It's not going to be a PB for Zander Wimmer. However, he should be able to take the gold medal in this wave. He has collapsed. He has finished with a 6:36.8. What a score for Zander Wimmer. Well done, buddy. Joseph Day will be holding on now. He's got 60 metres. Zander is getting... Ianto is creeping up on him. There is 8 metres between the boys, 7 metres between these boys. Ianto is holding a 140 split. Joe Day, 145. Who will take this second place spot? We do not know, and we will find out. Joseph Day just manages to clinch it by 1 second. Ianto went there. Ianto is finished. Look at the emotion. You can tell how hard he pushed there. He really went for it, and it's lovely to see. The emotion is overwhelming. Bless him. That is a really, really good shift from those boys. Ianto and Joe, well done. Round of applause for you boys. You know, I'll even do a little clap for them. Well done. It's lovely to see. Ianto coming in third by 1 second. Zander taking the lead by 22 seconds. He finishes in front of everyone else. And Alexander Somerville just about to finish his 148, nearly done, and he has finished. He is out of breath, feel like he cannot breathe. Understandable. That is what a 2K does to you. Welcome to rowing. So, just to let you know, the final outcomes of the Open Championship 2-kilometre race. You see Zander Wimmer taking the lead with a 6:36.8. Joseph Day with a 6:57.7, which is a PB for Joe. He has broken 7 minutes. What a boy. Ianto Brewer, again, broken 7 minutes with a 6:58.7. Ricardo De Silvio with a 7:03 flat. Daniel Boland with a 7:11.2. Alexander Somerville with a 7:38.9, bringing up the last of the men's 2-kilometre Open Championship 2-kilometre test. Well done, boys.
colour change.
Sit ready. Attention.
Right, welcome back. We are back on to the beginner women's 1 kilometre race. I've already set it up, don't you worry, Victor. So we are back together. We are now... These girls only started going weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen, 6 weeks. So we start with Bella Cockwell holding that 1:41 pace. Bosh. Sasha Cannon holding a 1:39. Now, to put that into perspective, Zander Wimmer, who won the last heat, held his split out at 1:39. So that puts into perspective how quick Sasha Cannon is. Now, as you're currently seeing, we can see Freya, we can see Bella, and we can see Caitlin. 1, 2, and 3. We can see them going tit for tat, really trying to push themselves, trying to get to that lead. Now, with a 1K, the pacing is harder. You want first 250 to get onto the pace, middle 500, hold that pace, and then that last 250, everything. You want to put everything into it. So, camera 2 now, we can start to see these first 4 girls. We can see from our right, Bella Cockwell, Freya Stone, Caitlin Hall, and then on the left, Cole Finner. Current leader is Sasha Cannon, holding that 1:46 pace with an average of a 1:42.6. That is ridiculous. That is really fast. Go on, Sasha. Bella Cockwell holding that 1:46.9 with a 1:52 pace. This is good from Bella. And Caitlin Hall holding a 1:49.8 on a 1:54 pace. There you go. That is Caitlin, who you can see on the screen right now, who's giving absolutely everything. 1:52. Last 500 to go. Nearly. We're getting into that. That middle 500 has blown by. Here we go. We can see Bella Cockwell now coming into your screen now, who is now holding a 1:49 average, who is currently second, who is only 12 metres behind Sasha Cannon. Sasha Cannon has just finished her first 500 metres at 53.9 seconds. She is ripping the chain. Every score is coming in now. Sasha Cannon, Bella Cockwell, Caitlin Hall, Vilda, Kolfiner, and then Freya. Now, as a reminder, these girls took their first strokes less than 6 weeks ago, and they are now holding these ridiculous splits. Sasha Cannon holding a 1:52, 1:50 pace over 1 kilometre. This is ridiculous. What a show from the girl. Bella Cockwell, 1:48. Again, the speed on this girl is ridiculous. Bella's 9 metres away from Sasha with an average split of just 1.5 seconds. They are really going for it. This is really amazing stuff from these girls. We're moving into the last 300. Now, this is where you want to start to see the girls making a move. It's going to be tough. They don't want to, but they need to go to that headspace of going, stuff it, give it everything. Bella Cockwell holding at 1:48.1. Sasha has nearly finished. She's on her last 250 metres. She is holding a 1:47 average with a pace of 1:51. Bella has gone on a 1:49. Sasha has gone. Vilda has gone. Caitlin has, and now about to go. She's on a 1:53. She is going. 170 metres to go for Sasha Cannon, who is holding a 1:50 pace. 1:47.2 average split. Sasha is really, really digging in deep now. This is exactly what we want to see from our girls who have joined our Surrey Boat Club less than 6 weeks ago. Cole Finner needs to dig deep. Sasha is about to go. She's got 100 metres left. She is getting dangerously close to that PB. That is going to be winning one of the fastest 1K times of a dead woman in BUCS history. Go on, Sasha. 50 metres to go. She's at 3:30 metres. Go on, 30 metres to go, 28, 24, she's really going for it. Second place, Bella Cockwell needs to hold on because Vilda is making a move. Sasha Cannon has got a 3:35.9. That could be a BUCS history-making 1 kilometre score. Bella Cockwell comes in with a 3:36, Vilda with a 3:42, Caitlin with a 3:44. Cole Finner is about to finish between Cole Finner and Freya Stone, who will take the win of the 5th place position. Nearly there, and it'll be Cole Finner coming in with a 3:55, Freya Stone finishing on a 3:58. Wow, what a race from these beginner women over 1 kilometre. Just to run that by you, the final outcome. First, Sasha Cannon with a 3:35.9. That genuinely could be a BUCS gold medal, and if not, a BUCS history-making 1 kilometre. Bella Cockwell coming in with that 3:36.6, a phenomenal score from Queenie. Vilda coming in with a 3:42, Caitlin coming in with a 3:44.9, Cole Finner coming in with a 3:55.6, and Freya coming in with a 3:58. What a race from these girls. They can be really proud of what they've done. Well done, girls. Right, I've just checked my statistics. It was not a BUCS record, but it was very... Oh, there's a cameraman in front of it, sorry, my bad. It was a very quick time from Sasha Cannon, so congratulations to her, who takes the gold medal. We're about to get into the second wave of beginner women, who will be doing their 1K, who will be going after the women in the first wave, and that will be commencing soon. You can just see them warming up now. But what a race from the first wave of beginner women. Lovely stuff. Bash.
Sit ready. Attention.
Right, we are off with the second wave of the beginner women on their 1K. I'm getting some mental direction from the cameraman. Right, so we can now see everyone starting to go for it. Taking the lead currently is Sophie Kelleher with a 1:45 pace. That's a lovely start from her. Second is Amelia. Third, we do not have a third in a minute. Lydia and Amelia are going for it. They're completely neck and neck. That is brilliant to see. Millie Hewlett now coming in with a 1:59 and Katie coming in with a 2:01. Now, like I said, these first 150, 250 metres, people will be pumped full of adrenaline. They'll go off as hard as they can, but it's all about pacing, girls. Lovely stuff. So it should be starting to settling into their pace now. Sophia's holding on to that 1:52. It's lovely to see. Lydia holding on to that 1:56. Amelia 1:58. Millie in a 1:58. And Katie in a 2:05. There you go. So Sophia and Camber 3 there, just really whipping chain now. That is phenomenal to see. Just what you want. And you see Jamie Gamble and Joseph Wright standing in the back there, showing their support. What a lovely family this is. Speaking of family, our previous coach Ellie Stevens is watching. So hi Ellie, lovely to hear that you're watching. What great support. Lovely stuff. As we're moving into the final 600 metres, we are seeing a bit of a drop off from our leader Sophia, who's holding a 2-minute split now. Second place Lydia is holding a 2:01. Amelia, though, in third is holding a 2-minute flat, which is lovely to see. The average will start to be brought down. But Sophia got a brilliant start, so her average will help her to kind of hold down that lead. That's just what you want to see. Yeah, look at that. Sophia is going for it. Oh, yeah. 2:05 split. She wants to drop it now. Last 500 metres now. Like I said, that middle 500 metres is really hard. You need to do a lot to push yourself there to kind of push through onto that last 250 after the first 250. What about that pacing? Look at that. You can see the support. Cole Finner, Charlie, Gamble, Joseph Wright, Mittens, all around her, really trying to drive her deep into that pit to make her go faster. Now, between second and third, Lydia and Amelia, we can see there's a 0.3 difference in average, 0.2 difference in average, 0.1. Wow. It is really going for it between the second and third place of this wave. Sophia is still holding out that lead in a 2:04 split. Averages are starting to come up now. We're getting into the last 300 metres. Now, will the girls make a move now, or will they wait to the 250? They need to make a move at some point. Who's going to go first? The pacing has not dropped, but Sophia is still holding a 2:02. She's going the fastest out of these girls in the wave, which is just what you want to see. You want to see these girls pushing themselves. You want to see them pushing each other on. 7:50 to go. Right, we've got 2:50 left between these 5 girls. Who will take that golden place? Right, last 200 now, girls. Go on, push it on, push it on. Sophia's holding a 2:05. Lydia's holding a 2:06. Who will push and dig deeper? Sophia's average split is a 158.5, which is really good from her. Last 13 strokes now, girls. Go on, push it hard, push it hard. Go on, look, you can see Millie here, who's the closest erg. You see Sasha now, getting in the way. But we can see Sophia getting into the last 100 metres. Everyone is telling her to push on. She needs to go now. That 2:05 split needs to drop. Go on, Sophia. Give it everything now. She's got the whole support of the boat club behind her. Last 50 metres, what will she end on? Getting into that close to the 4-minute territory. Go on, break 4 minutes. Go on, Sophia. Last 20 metres. Come on. She's not broken the 4-minute, but she has broken the 4-minute. Well done, Sophia, with a 3:59.5. She takes the win of that wave. Then coming in, Lydia Jones with a 4:03.1. Just behind her, Amelia gets a 4:03.2. Millie Hewlett coming in with a 4:05 flat. And Katie Southsea just finishing up now. Last 30 metres, holding a 2:18 pace. Getting on to that last little bit, last stroke. Very nice, girls. Well done. What a great finish from those girls. Really pushed themselves. I don't know if you can see this. If we go to camera 2, you can see that the girls are flat on the floor. They've given it everything. Well done, beginner women. So just to run that by you, the final tally, we can see Sophia Kelleher coming in with a 3:59.5, Lydia Jones with a 4:03.1, Amelia Grabeck with a 4:03.2, Millie Hewlett with a 4:05 flat, and Katie Southsea with a 4:26. Well done, girls. And that is the end of the beginner women 1K. We are now going to move on to the beginner men's 1K. What a race. Well done, girls.
Now it's about the iris, so we can deep depth of field. So on this camera, it's a bit like, I think like the depth of field isn't as deep as the other one. I assume he's not on us, so we can have a look. Where were we? I forget how to do this. Where is it? I forget.
Right, so we are now moving on to the beginner men's 1K. We've got a few new faces here. Jude Reynolds has recently joined us, literally in the last 2-3 weeks. He posted his 500 metres with a 1:24 500 metres, which is a Surrey record. So props to Jude Reynolds. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us. Harry Scott, Matthew Brown, Omar Flitzer, Victor Jacobi, Abinahab and Abdul and Harry Scott. We will see how this plays out. In the next 3.5 minutes, we will see who our winner is and who our loser is, but I cannot wait to see what scores these boys will pull. I've got big expectations, because they've got some fat ergs, like properly fat. So yeah, that will be commencing soon. Oh, okay, so we're waiting for the flywheels to stop now. We are getting into that territory where everyone is going to start getting their nerves jangling, adrenaline pumping, legs feeling shaky. Yeah, I'm good, mate. All good. Right. Flywheels are stopping. The crowd goes silent. Prepare to race. Handles being picked up by the boys. Ready?
Attention.
And we are off. The beginner men start their 1 kilometre. We will see what will happen in the next 3.5 minutes. Who will break their records, who will get a PB, and who will come out as the overall winner. So to start off, we'll see Jude Reynolds going out on a 1:27 pace. Bloody hell. Matthew Brown coming in with a 1:29. Victor Jacobi would come out with a 1:27. These boys have got fat ergs. Properly fat. So this is going to be really good to see who comes out on top here. If we go onto camera 1, we can see Matthew now starting to dig deep. He's holding that 1:30 split. He's just taken over Harry Scott. He's holding that 3rd place position. There's a 1 metre gap between him and Victor. Wow, this is really, really good from the boys. Jacob. Wow. Right, so in the far edge of your screen, we can just see Jude Reynolds now holding that 1:27 average pace with an average of a 1:27.7. He's holding on to a 1:28 pace now. Crikey blimey, that first 300 metres has flown by. If we go on to camera 2 now, we can see that in the middle of your screen, the topless bloke is Jude Reynolds, who is our current leader with an average pace of a 1:27.8, holding that 1:28. Looking very good there. And as we're moving into the last 500 metres now, we're going to see what's what. We're going to see who wants it more between Jude and Victor. There is 1 metre between these two. Victor's on a 1:29 split, Jude on a 1:28 average split. Victor's dropped his split now onto a 1:28.9. They just finished their 500 metres. It took Jude 44.2 seconds. 43.8 for Victor. Victor and Jude are going tit for tat now. We are on to the last 500 metres, and Victor and Jude are neck and neck. They've got 420 metres to go. Who's going to go for it? Who wants it more? These are the boys you really want to keep an eye on. They are really going for it now. We can see Jude Reynolds there. We can also see Victor, who is right next to him. He's going for it in the back there, in that green top behind Jude, directly behind him. They are going for it. Last 300 metres now. Who's going to make their move first? Who's going to go off for it? Victor is still holding that slim lead by 2 metres now. Average split of 1:28.8 for Victor, 1:28.6 for Jude. Last 250 metres now. Victor's making a move. He's on a 1:24 split. Jude on a 1:27. Harry on a 1:32. They are going for it. Last 200 metres now. Go on, boys. Victor is going for it. 1:25. He is holding on to it. Jude Reynolds, 1:26. 1:27. Go on, boys. We're moving on to 100 metres to go. Who's going to win it, Jude or Victor? They are really going for it. Jude has overtaken Victor now. He's holding at 1:26. He's holding on to it. Victor's been overtaken by Matthew, by Harry. They are really going for it. Jude Reynolds, last 50 metres. Go on, Jude. 1:26 pace. Average of a 1:28.1. They are really, really going for it. Jude Reynolds has won with a 2:56.1. What a score from Jude Reynolds. That beats his personal best of a 2:58. Well done, Jude. If you look camera 2, Jude has flopped off the erg. Matthew Brown coming in with a 1:30.8 average split with a 3:01 finish. That's a PB for Matthew Brown. Harry with a 3:03.2. Omar with a 3:13.6. Joe Collier with a 3:13.9. Abdul is just about to finish. He has got 53 metres to go. Go on, boy. Finish it off now. Abdul is obviously the boy from Westminster, so he is really going for it to prove that what he is about and what Westminster are about. And I think Victor has had to stop the urge, so I don't think he will be finishing, sadly. What a race from Victor, though. That was a great 900 metres. I hope he's okay. He might have pulled up an injury or something, because he does not forget, and he does not give in. But Jude Reynolds there, camera 2, just hugging Oscar Borley now, has got a 2:56.1. What a score. Wow. He has just walked off, barely being able to walk, so well done to Jude Reynolds. Lovely. So just to run you by those scores, Jude Reynolds takes the win with a 2:56, an average of a 128.1. Matthew Brown wins with a 138.8, comes second with a 130.8 split. Harry Scott with a 131.6. Omar with a 136.8. Abdul with a 148.8. And before Jacob stopped, he was on a 128.3. I hope he's okay. That boy's got a lot of potential. Well done, boys. That is the first wave of the beginner men 1 kilometre. And we look forward to the second wave coming soon.
Oh, you opened the iris.
Yeah, you said you wanted more depth of field.
I said less.
Oh.
Deeper. That's fine.
Shit.
It's all good. Yeah. Is this on?
It's on manual.
Oh, it's easier on auto.
Yes.
Where's the? Use tripod ages. No, I don't mind this tripod. It's just.
It's a bit weird.
Oh, there we go. It's this one. Really nice. No, it's autofocus. Yeah. The autofocus is just a bit. Yeah, it's autofocus, so. Okay. Should be easier.
Right, so we've just got some more confirmation. So, 100 metres to go, Victor stops the erg. And, I mean, we're all questioning, scratching our heads. And he thinks he's finished, but what's happened is his erg is just disconnected. So 100 metres to go on an average split, he was pulling a 122 when his erg disconnected. So the poor boy was in the lead, and unfortunately where his erg just disconnected, he couldn't finish the erg. So as far as solutions go, we are unsure of what to do now. However, that is what happened to Victor Jacoby. So bless his heart, because he was zooming. So well done to Victor for that score. It's unfortunately got disconnected, but well done. What a great split. Now we are moving on to the second wave of the beginner men. We've got Ali, we've got Jake, we've got Vino, we've got Jono, we've got Casper, Noah, Salim and Will Gardner. So this will be a good and exciting race. I'm looking forward to the second wave now, and we will see what the crack is. Right, well we can just see the boys warming up now, getting ready for their 1 kilometre. Now this is the second wave of the beginner men, so once again these boys started rowing 6 weeks ago, less than, and now they're doing a 1 kilometre flat out. Again, this wave of dev boys have got a decent level of fat ergs, so it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. Hello stream. So, after checking with officials and with Laney Kennedy, the president of the club, regarding Victor Jacoby's, they're going to take his average split from his last stroke, as he was increasing his speed. That will then be applied to the workout score. At the end of the week, he'll do another one and send that into British rowing, which will then be applied onto the big leaderboard. So he will have his justice, and hopefully he will come out with an even quicker score. We are now moving on to the second wave, as they're waiting for the flywheels to stop. Prepare to race. We are getting closer. Look at that. Prepared. Seniors are stepped on the ergs. Just waiting for that last flywheel to stop. The boys are locked in position. And see Jono looking locked in there. Go on, Jono. And they're off. Yep. Nice. Good start. Right. First, we see Jamie Vine going off at a 121 split. Ali following up, not too far away with a 135. Jamie has dropped it to 131 now. Lovely. Right, I mean, you can see this pacing now. They're really close, these boys. It's a very well matched heat. Currently, Jamie Vine is still leading with a 138 pace. Will Gardner with a 135. Salim with a 136. Jake Simmons is coming up there with that 137 split. Jonathan's coming in with that 140. He's just overtaken Casper. There you go. Right, so from your left of the screen, you can see Jonathan, Jamie, Jake, and then Ali. Will Gardner has taken the lead here, who, if you look just behind Jonathan, is where there's a cluster of people behind him. He is leading with a 135 split, which is very good to see from him. Obviously, yeah, first 250 metres, you've got that adrenaline, you've got that energy, that caffeine pumping around your body. You're feeling invincible and you're going as quick as you can. Salim now dropping it to a 138. There's 1 metre between him and Will Gardner, so that is brilliant to see. Salim is chasing that first place position from Will Gardner. Ali's coming in with that 137 now. There is 2 metres between Ali and Salim. This is great to see. These boys are really pushing it. So we are now getting into that 500 to go. What you can see on your screen, you can see Jake getting supported by Vilda. You can see Jamie getting supported by Omar and Max Williams. And you can see Jono getting supported by Daniel, Alex and Oscar Borley. He's on the women there. We see Ali now getting supported by Matt. And we see Wilbur. You see Will Gardner holding that 140. Ali is moving on him. 138. Go on, Ali. This is great. These boys are really close now. 138.2 for Ali. 137.3 for Will Gardner. These boys are neck and neck. Moving into the last 400 metres now. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to go first. Who will make that move? Will Gardner is holding that 139. He's holding out a slim lead. 2 metres between him and Ali. And 0.6 of a split between those two boys. Average pacing, Ali's dropping off. 140 now. Will Gardner on that 139. Last 300 metres, someone needs to make a move. Who will it be, Ali or Will? Ali is holding a 143, 142. Will's gone down to 138. Will is moving. Will is making that change. He's making that leap. He is going now. Go on, Will. Moving into the last 200 metres now. Who will win it? Will or Ali or Jamie Vine, who's again coming out of a little dark horse. He's moving on them. 138. Jamie's holding the fastest split in this wave now. Jamie is taking it properly. He's paced it well. He is going for it now. 136. Will is responding with a 140. Ali needs to make his move. Jamie's going to catch him. Moving into the last 100 metres now. Jamie is still holding out with that 138 split. His average is dropping, 139.3. Jamie's overtaking Ali now. Ali needs to respond if he wants that silver medal. Go on, Jamie. 138 split. He's holding Will Gardner. Will is getting slower. Jamie is getting quicker. There's 20 metres to go. Who will clinch it? Jamie or Will? And Will has taken it with a 3-minute 17.3. Vino with a 3:18.6. Ali with a 3:19.8. Jono with a 3:24.8. Casper with a 3:25.1. Salim with a 3:25.2. Wow. Though that was a loud groan. Crikey blimey. Wow. That was loud. I hope you heard that on the stream. That was massive. Let's go. Right, that's a lot of cheers. Someone's very happy. If we just go to camera 2, we can see everyone is on the floor. They have put everything into this. Well done, boys. So just to run you by the final results, we have Will Gardner winning with a 3-minute 17.3 time. Jamie Vine then coming in with a 3:18.6. Ali Shalal coming in with a 3:19.8. There is just over 2 seconds between first and third. What a result for these boys. 3:24 for Jonathan Rowlings. Casper coming in with a 3:25.1. Salim coming in with a 3:25.2. 0.1 between those boys. 3:25.8 for Jake and 3:33.3 for Noah. Well done, boys. What a great race. I think we're now going to move on to a little bit of a break, and then commencing at 1 o'clock or 1:30 due to delay, we will be moving on to the relays. So stick around for the relays, as that will be a good heap of fun, as we see the senior men and the senior women going against the dev men and the dev women. Just bearing in mind that last year The dev men beat the senior men. So even though they've got more experience, you never know who's going to be quicker because these dev men have got fat ergs on them. You think of the likes of Omar, you think of the likes of Victor, you think of the likes of Jude, who all were on track for properly fat ergs. Victor obviously on track to win before his erg disconnected. And Jude Reynolds, again, winning with a 2:56. So it'll be a very interesting relay to see who wins and who comes out on top out of the beginner men, beginner women, dev men, senior men and senior women. Lovely. Well done, boys.
have not been, my might not have tightened it enough.
There you go.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, JDs and gentlemen. We are about to start the women's relay. The crew from Surrey 1 is, if you just bear with me, it has been changed. It is Alicia Rushworth, Ellen Green, Sasha Kennedy and Lainey Kennedy. The Dev women, we have Sasha, Bella, Vilda and George. In Surrey 3, we have Caitlin, Colfinner, Freya and Sophia. And in Surrey 4, we have Lydia, Amelia, Millie and Katie. This will be a great race between all four crews. As we saw, the Dev women came out hard today, as did the senior women. Less time to rest, though, for the Dev women, so we'll see if that plays into effect.
Attention.
And we are off. So, erg relays, you want to get your pumping, you want to get your erg pumping, your fans running as quick as possible. As we can see here, Sasha Kennedy is on for a crikey blimey, she's on a 1:34. So, sorry, Surrey 3 is the senior women. I think how they're doing it is they're doing 250 metres each, and they're doing that twice to complete the 2 kilometre race. 1:37 is being held by Sasha Kennedy. Wow, go on, Sasha. Well done, girl. So, Sasha Kennedy, the senior women are leading currently. We've got the Dev women coming second with a 1:41 pace. And it is Sasha Cannon holding the erg handle currently. We now see the first switch over of Alicia Rushworth getting onto the erg for Surrey 3, who are currently in the lead. She has just started. She is popping off onto a 1:47. 1:39 she's settling into now. Good God, man. Surrey 2 are just about to do their switch over, I think. Yeah, Bella Cockwell has just switched over. She's currently leading with a 1:35 split, although Alicia's coming in hard with a 1:32. This is going to be neck and neck. 1:33. Surrey 2 with Bella Cockwell, who's currently on the erg, 1:36. Have they got the speed to keep up with these senior women? And between the third and fourth places of Surrey 1 and Surrey 4, we see a gap of just 13 metres. They are very, very close. As you can see here on our leaderboard, you can see Surrey 3 just leading Surrey 2 with a 1:36 average pace. We're about to see another switch over from Surrey 2. We see Vilda getting on the erg as opposed to Bella, who's just finished her stint. We are also seeing Ellen, who's just on her switch. She is now going to carry the baton for Surrey 3. She's holding a 1:35 split. Go on, Ellen, drop it now. Go on. 1:36, 1:35. Vilda is holding a 1:34. As you can see, Vilda is on our screen. She is pumping away. She is breathing through it. Go on. Now see. Wow, look at that. Right, so you can see Ellen on your left and Freya on your right. Freya is a member of Surrey 4, who are currently holding 4th position. But that gap between the Dev women and the senior women is narrow. It is really close. Ellen's doing 1:38, 1:39. Go on, Ellen. 1:35. There is 1 metre between these two crews. Average split 1:39.9 for the senior women and a 1:40.2 for the Dev women. It is neck and neck. Right, Lainey Kennedy now, the winner of the championship lightweight 2K, now taking over. She's going down. She's going down. Drop her split. Go on, Lainey. Drop it. She's on 1:37 now. Surrey 2 is on a 1:34. Whoever is holding on for that Dev erg, for the Dev women, are ripping it. 1:35, 1:40. Go on, Lainey. Lainey is ripping chain right now. Dropping the split. Surrey 4 just do their next changeover. We are moving into the last kilometre. ASAP Rocky. It's come thick and fast. And the brilliant thing about relays, obviously 250 metres, you can absolutely rip chain and not worry about trying to conserve yourself as you would in the 2K, because it's just 250 metres and then you get your rest and then you're going again. Right, Sasha Cannon, she has had a struggle getting on. Her feet have not got in right. That was not a smooth transition for Surrey 2. For Surrey 3, sorry. They're right, the Devs, Surrey 3, who are currently in second, holding a 1:33 split. Sasha is ripping chain. Lainey Kennedy now has got off. Sasha Kennedy's back on, holding a 1:40 split. They are leading the erg relay just. There is 22 metres between them and 2 seconds on a split. The senior women are starting to pull away. This is really good from the senior women. They should win this, but those Dev women have got properly fat ergs and they know what they're doing. Sasha Cannon there. If we go to that screen, we can see that Sasha Cannon is starting to catch up. Camera 1, we can see in the far right, Bella Cockwell just leaning over, making sure that her compatriot is pulling as hard as she can. And as Bella starts to switch, a bit of a slow one. Come on, girls. Alicia is now back on the erg. She is ripping chain out of 135. You can see that lead really starting to come out now. There's 27 metres between them with a pace of 136 from Alicia and 133 from Bella Cockwell. She is really going for it. Go on, Bella. This is great to see. Such promising futures in the hands of University of Surrey Boat Club devs. Bella is gritting her teeth and ripping, as she should. You can see Oscar there giving her the motivation she needs, with the senior women who are still holding on to that narrow lead now. Not long, there's 23 metres between them, and only one split difference for the pace they're holding. Right, the changeover now for Surrey senior women as Ellen jumps onto the erg. And at the same time, Vilda jumps onto the erg. There's two changes happening between these two crews. We're neck and neck. Who can build up the pace first? Surrey 2 back down to 139. And if I'm not mistaken, that will be Ellen Green. 139, what a beast. Go on, Ellen. Right, we're moving now into the last 400. There is one more change. You can see Lainey Kennedy is bouncing. She is ready. She wants to get this gold medal. This will be the second gold medal positioning for Lainey Kennedy of the day after winning in her lightweight division. Ellen needs to dig deep now. Ellen, go on. Now, obviously, as a senior, I would like the senior women to win. A bit of bias, but obviously the dev women are pulling phenomenal splits, and it is lovely to see. We love an underdog here. 143 split for the devs. Oh my God, Vilda is pulling splits. Right, Lainey Kennedy now jumps onto the erg. 151, she needs to get that split down. 215, 152, 144, 139. She's backing it down. 136. And as you can see, that boat, number 4, is pulling away from number 6. There's 36 metres difference now. Lainey is ripping chain. That is great to see. You can see George in the back there for the devs, really going for it. This is just what you'll see. Look, George is holding up with Sasha, with Lainey, sorry. And obviously, George is a senior who is helping these devs now. With a 141 split, she's so close to Lainey Kennedy. There are 72 metres left to go, 38 metres between them. George really needs to stamp on it now. She needs to rip chain, and she needs to send it if she wants to send her crew into a gold medal position. Starts 10 metres. Go on, Lainey, finish it. Lainey Kennedy has won it for the crew from Surrey 2. The senior women of Lainey Kennedy, Alicia Rushworth, Ellen Green and Sasha Kennedy take the gold medal position, with the dev women of Surrey 3 coming in again with Bella Cockwell, Sasha Cannon, Vilda and Georgina Dunsmore. What a race. Surrey 4, Surrey 3 now battling out. Not long left to go. Surrey 1, 60 metres to go. Surrey 4, 174. We can see on our screen Caitlin there just pulling along with her 144 left to go. 9 metres left, and she has won herself a bronze medal in the women's relays. Well done, Caitlin. Just getting a hand up there from her fellow friend. That's lovely to see. Oh, how wholesome. That just shows the culture and the tight-knit squad. If we go to camera 3 now, we can just see that happy, smiling face of Sasha Kennedy as they have just figured out that they've won. Lainey, Ellen and Alicia, what a job from these girls. There you go, as you can see, everyone is absolutely knackered. What a great race. So just to run that by you, the final results, you see Surrey 2 coming in with a 644.7, Surrey 3 with a 652.7, Surrey 1 with a 727.4, and Surrey 4 with a 757.8. Well done to the senior women who take the gold medal. Congratulations, girls. Hello, people. We are back. We are moving on to the men's relay. Now, this is a fat one, respectfully. So, obviously, yeah, the format of the erg relay, you do 250 metres, there's 2 kilometres. We have got 8 crews here. We've got the dev men and the senior men collabing, and obviously it's quite a fat year regarding the amount of men in the squad. In our the top dev crew, we have got Jude Reynolds, Victor, Matthew and Harry. Then we've got Omar, Joe, Will and Vino. Then we've got Ali, Jono, Casper, Salim. And then moving on to our senior men, we've got Jack Halen, Joe Webber, Zander Wimmer, up the boy, and we've got Henry, commonly known as Mittens. Now, these boys have done very well. Mittens obviously PBing on his 2K by 4 seconds, which is fat. So well done to Mittens, getting a 6:39.6. Moving on to the other senior men, we've got Lucas, Hannon, we've got Matthew, we've got Max, and we've got Will Burns, Charlie, Oscar, Joe Day, Ianto, and then Luke, Ricardo, Jake, and Noah. So Jake and Noah helping make up the numbers for the senior men. And this will be a properly interesting one. You want to watch Jack, Joe, Zana, and Henry, and Jude, Victor, Matthew, and Harry. Omar, Joe, Will, and Jamie. Those will be... And you know what, Lucas, Matthew, Max, and Will Burns, those 4 crews, they're going to really go for it, and I cannot wait to see how this then plays out. Just while they're warming up, I hope you have enjoyed the stream as it so far. This will be the final bit of streamed rowing for you guys. There may be potential that we stream the award ceremony, but I don't think that will happen. Just we'll be handing out the medals to the winners of erg relays and of their categories, so lightweight men, 2K, beginner men 1 kilometre. So we will be handing medals out for those winners. So congratulations to those winners who received their medals. But this might be, I'm pretty sure, the last piece of streamed rowing you will see today. So I hope you have enjoyed it, and I really hope you're looking forward to this final bit of erging, because this will be the fat one. This will be the one to watch and the one to enjoy. Get your popcorn. Maybe crack a bottle. So obviously, you know, alcohol ban, some of it, Coke Zero. Bash. Yeah, it will be good fun. We look forward to seeing what happens next. Right, we are moving on to the start of these erg relays. In your camera, you can see the men's crews all lining up. Now, they've got men on the back. This is because the phrase ripping chain does come with a caveat of moving the erg at the same time.
Ready. Attention.
Right, and they are off. Which crew will take the win, the senior men or the dev men? And this will be an interesting one, because the dev men have really put up a really good fight so far. As we're moving into the first start, we can see Surrey 6 holding a 1:16 pace. Crikey! I think it's the only thing I can say with a 1:16 pace and holding it as well. 1:17. If I were to put a bet, I think that will be the leader of Harry holding the dev men's crew. If you look into your top screen, you can see on the top right, we can see Matthew holding that 1:19 split. Surrey 9, 1:26 split, which would be Mittens holding that split with an average of 1:24.5. Right, and now the changeover now. This needs to be important. The devs have not got much experience with this, but the seniors do. Joe Wright there, you can see, ripping the chain to try and get that split down. Right, he's holding a 123. He needs to catch up to those dev men. As you can see into camera, yeah, there you go, that's that mix. That's what you want. You can see Harry really going for it now. Jude Reynolds holding it down. And we see Joe Wright trying to catch up to them. Now, obviously, if we go with last year's results, the dev men did beat the senior men with a bit of help from Sam Bodkin. So, Bodkin, you're watching, shout out to you, buddy. But the senior men have got a bit of work to do if they want to catch up with those dev men. They are currently holding a quicker split with Joe Wright holding that 119, 120, dev men on 120 as well. Moving on to a switch over. And we see Victor Jacoby now taking over. Victor, obviously, unluckily not being able to finish his own due to it unconnecting, but he's got proper strength in him. He's holding that 113 split. Bloody hell. Moving on to the next camera, we can see Zander, who is holding that 117 split for Surrey 7, holding a 125.8 average split. Now, these dead boys obviously can work in a slower, less paced due to them only doing 1Ks and really ripping on their 250s. Doing a lot of 250 practice. They know how they want to put it. They know how they want to pace it. Know where they want to go. We see a changeover now. Victor Jacoby's taking off. That was not a fast change onto Jude Reynolds. That was really not a fast change onto Jude Reynolds. Going on to camera 2, we can see that. So they're just starting. Jude needs to build up that pace quicker, Jude. Quicker, quicker, quicker. Yeah, Surrey 7 have dropped now. That was an awful change for them, bless their hearts. They're now dropping onto a 117 split, with Surrey 12 overtaking them, still on the 117, 118 split. But the senior men on the 117 being held by Jack Halen, who's storming ahead now, really moving. You can see that clock moving down the meters. That 1,000 meters is flying by. Jude Reynolds is pushing it now. 119 split. Moving on to camera 3, you can see how hard he's pulling. He's got the kind of idea now, trying to just pull that chain. As we move on to the final changeover for Harry, who is now, Matthew now. He's moving on to his final 250 meters. Harry really needs to get that pace going. The senior men have done a quicker change than that. You can see Mittens now holding a 119. Bearing in mind, Mittens is 5'11 and 76 kilos. A lot lighter and smaller than his counterpart, who is now going up against. Holding a 122.1 average split. Mittens is ripping chain. Go on, Mittens, with a 123 pace on him currently. The dev men starting to tire out now with a 130 split. Come on, boys. They are so close. They need to push that harder. They've been overtaken by Surrey 12. Who is this? Surrey 12 coming out of the blue. Surrey 12 are holding second place now. 127 split. The average is a 125.6 with the Surrey 7 with a 125.8. The devs are 0.2 average split. The devs are taking it back. The seniors are taking it back. We're going tit for tat. On the average split is exactly the same. Surrey 6 is still leading. Joseph Wright is now taking over the 120 split. Those devs and the seniors are going for it. They're really close. Surrey 7 and Surrey 12 split by 1 meter and 0.1 average split. Senior men are going. Salim has stopped. Salim looks like he's about to pass out. John is taking over from a really slow changeover. That might prove costly. Camera 3, you can see Ianto really ripping for it. Go on, Ianto. And a nice bum shot from Jude Reynolds. Oh dear. Let's move on to camera 1, where we can see Joe Wright changing over for Zander Wimmer. Zander's going on for that last 500 meters, doing a 180 split. Zander needs to speed it up now. Go on, Zander. Go on, go on, go on. Zander is an absolute machine. Look at him going with a 120, non-19 split. The Surrey devs, though, 123 split. They are chasing them down. You can see Victor Jacoby there. Zander moving into camera 3. You can see those two boys going neck for neck. Victor holding the 126. Zander holding the 120. These boys are so close. Moving into the last 300 meters. Who's going to go? Poor change there. Poor change from those dead boys. Oh dear, that is unlucky for them. Right, we see Zander just finishing off his final stint, and to finish it off is Jack Hayden, who, let's not forget, won his 2K, but it was the fastest man overall who needs to finish it off with a really strong performance. He's starting out 118, but the devs are going along with him with a 118 as well. They're going to. They're not going to let him win easily. Let's move on to camera 3, where we can see Jude Reynolds now really pushing it now, going on a 121 split. Only one pace behind Jack Hayden. Ripping chain. Look at the pain in his face. He is going for it. Moving into the last 80 meters now. Who will clinch it? The 122 average split from Jude Reynolds now, and 129 from Jack Hayden. Hayden's going on 119. Jack Hayden has won it for the senior men. Oh my God! I'm mistaken. The deaf men have won. Wow. In a miraculous form of events. I do apologise, I've got my ergs mixed up. And the dead men have won with a 5:35 2-kilometre, Jesus Christ, with a 5:35 erg relay. The senior men coming in at 5:43.3, 5:44.2 for the Surrey 70. And as they're finishing off, the final two crews just coming in now with a phenomenal score. If that's an individual 2K, you're thinking, what bloody hell, 6:23. Crikey, blimey. Just Ali now finishing off for Surrey 8 with a 6:29.6. That was a phenomenal race. Wow. Crikey, blimey. Well, there you go, boys and girls. There are your results. Jadies and Lenton, I hope you have enjoyed that. A 5:35 for Surrey 6, a 5:43.3 for Surrey 12, a 5:44.2 for Surrey 7, a 5:53.1 for Surrey 9, 6:12 for Surrey 11, Surrey 10 holding a 6:23.4, and Surrey 8 holding a 6:29.6. Unfortunately, I'm not 100% aware of which crews were which. I was just given a list of the names as opposed to which crew is which. But even so, what a phenomenal relay. That was neck to neck. Amazing stuff. Oh, Will Burns there, obviously not 100% happy with the result. He is now currently on the floor. But yeah, what a great day of racing. Camera 2 there, you can just see his little knees bent double. So yeah, what a race. That was a phenomenal day of racing for the University of Surrey Boat Club, and thank you to Westminster who joined us as well. The athlete from Westminster did phenomenally well, so fair play to him. And I don't think we'll be recording the prize giving, unless I'm mistaken. I don't think we will be, but thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the Surrey BUCS indoors, and congratulations to all the participants. Thank you very much. Goodbye.